What is up, everybody? This is RybackStun. We have returned to Marvel Heroes. We're jumping right back into the Omega system with Radioactive Origins. Let's start with Harpy. Gain 12 crit hits and brutal strike rating for 5 seconds when you hit with a melee power. That will likely scale up the crit hit and the brute strike rating. Shouldn't be any issue scaling that. We have Lyra, who's when you hit with a melee power, your Gamma Sight gives you 5% chance to enter a calm trance state for 10 seconds. Increasing your critical hit rating and critical damage rating by 30, and reducing the cost of melee powers by 1%. So, your crit hit and crit damage will likely increase, and the reduction cost may also increase in scale based upon points put in this power. We have Hulk, which is the original oh, sorry, wrong thing. You don't care about that. When you are below 50% health, you become angry, gaining 1 strength and deal 1% brutal damage. Oh, you gain 1% brutal damage, and you have -1 intelligence, period. So, the strength won't scale, but the brutal damage might. It's an interesting power to have. You have A-Bomb, 5% chance when you hit with a melee power to activate Chameleon Mode, turning invisible and gaining 60 damage rating versus unaware targets for 3 seconds. So, your damage rating will likely be the only thing that scales here. Next up, we've got Red Hulk, on fire. When you go below 50% health, emit a superheated gamma blast around yourself every 5 seconds. I apologize for my really bad speech patterns here. Dealing 1825 energy damage to enemies caught in the blast, and you get +1 intelligence. So that's interesting. Red Hulk and Hulk balance each other out, which is interesting. The energy damage will likely scale. The intelligence definitely won't. Next, we have Mr. Fantastic, or Reed Richards. You and your allies gain 60 defense rating for 5 seconds when you hit an enemy with a power. Human Torch. You and your allies gain 1% bonus damage to energy powers for 5 seconds when you hit with an enemy power. The 1% damage will likely scale, and I forgot to say the defense rating will likely scale over here. We have Franklin Richards, another good old Frankie power here. You and your allies gain 24 crit hit rating for 5 seconds when you hit an enemy. That's going to scale, and that's going to be a really worthwhile power too, because you're always hitting an enemy. Then you've got Thing here. You and your allies gain 1% bonus damage to physical powers for 5 seconds when you hit an enemy with a power. Physical damage percentage will likely increase. And then you've got Invisible Woman here. You and your allies gain 1% bonus to mental damage for 5 seconds when you hit with an energy power, or with a power. So, and that percentage will likely increase the actual damage itself. So you've got Thing for physical, Human Torch for energy, and Invisible Woman for mental. But that Franklin Richards one is going to be pretty darn good, especially if it scales exceptionally well. Wish I had 100 points to see how many points the Franklin one starts with. Anyway, Spider-Man. Gain 30 damage rating for 10 seconds when you pick up an orb. 30 dodge rating will likely scale, and boom. Let's go with Molecule Man here. A 1% chance to create a spirit orb when you hit an enemy with a power. That will likely scale the actual percentage itself. Wonder Man is gain 1 energy for 10 seconds when you pick up an orb. Wow. The duration of it might increase here. Gain 30 critical hit and damage rating for your melee powers for 10 seconds when you pick up any orb with a 1-second cooldown. Wow. The critical hit rating and damage... I wonder if it's crit damage... Crit hit and crit damage, or if it's just crit hit and damage. Not critical damage. Interesting. Critical hit and damage rating. That's very ambiguous. Anyway, the 30 itself will likely scale. And then we have Radioactive Man. When you deal damage, you have a 5% chance to drop a radiation orb. Picking up a radiation orb grants you +1% base damage rating for 5 seconds. The base damage rating itself will likely increase. So there's Radioactive Origins, another quick tree, not that many powers, but that Franklin Richards power, look out for that. Depending on how many points it requires for that kind of thing. And there's that. So, hope you guys enjoyed this as much as it did showcasing it to you. Remember to like, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Tumblr at RybackStun. More videos as they come along, more Omega System. And with that, this is RybackStun, signing out.